Shout out for the Mary J track. Did you participate in the final mix?
No, I did not. But the guy that mixed it is super cool. I had communication with him. So he's super cool though. He's a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job. I was hired on to do this. You got this. That's why you're here.
There you go. Any tips for a producer from abroad / Germany? How to get placements?
The tips for you are gonna be the same as for anybody else. It doesn't matter if you're in Germany or wherever. It's about relationships and it's about networking. Like, that's it, off the rip. Like, you find the people that's making moves that are around what you want to do. You get in touch with them. You approach them in the right way. It doesn't matter if you're in Germany or Germantown, Maryland. It's the same approach. You get on the internet. You put your best stuff out there. You put your strengths out there. Let people see why they should mess with you, and people will gravitate towards you.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just like if you were in the States. You got the internet,
Yep.
Seth Jones, what up, man?
Seth Jones.
Yo, every time I see you, what's up with everybody calling me Drizzle today?
Where did that start? What the?
Hey, I'm Drizzle Flock of Flame. That's my new name. It's been changed. Drizzle.
Okay, how creative have you been with layering drums? That's a hard question to answer. Very.
Mm-hmm.
Like, super creative.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
It's about the prep work.
Yep.
Spacehead Life. I'm looking to upgrade MIDI plug-in controller preferably. There we go. Keyboard. Any suggestion? $400 budget.
$400 budget, new controller. The top controllers that are out right now. Do a comparison. You know what I mean? That's because I don't know your workflow. It depends on your workflow, what you need, what type of plugins you have, what the board does. I can suggest a board for you, but let's say I suggest complete control, and you don't have any contact stuff or any complete stuff. Well, that would be a waste of time.
Right.
So, top 4, man. Figure out the top 4 controllers. This is another thing you can do. I used to do this. Call Sweetwater or someone like that. Talk to a representative. Like, they'll walk you through everything, and you probably get a discount.
Because that's their job. They trying to get themselves.
Yeah.
Someone says, how can we work together?
Show me why we should work together. Wait, hold on. Let me change that. Show me why we should work together in a reasonable way. Because last time I said that, somebody turned to Spammy Davis Jr. on me.
Spammy Davis Jr.
So, like,
that was a good one.
And the thing is, I don't know about Triz, but right now I'm not really looking for producers to work with like that. That's the thing. A lot of times people are offering something that other people aren't looking for. It's not like you're bad or they don't want to mess with you. You're just offering something and you don't know what the person needs. Like, you don't know what I need. So, like, but right now the last thing I need is like another person that does the exact same thing I do.
There you go. What do you think about the Big Boy Killer Mike Jeezy new track? Is that the one that DJ Dahi did?
I think so. I read about it. I didn't hear the song.
I think I heard it the other day. That beat is hard as hell. Dahi is a fool.
If it was Dahi, he crazy.
Dahi is a fool, bro.
He always been crazy with it.
Sound Oracle. It sounds like you have some programming skills. What language you using to create drivers?
I don't know. I answered this last time. So the way I do stuff is, I'll figure out what I want to do, and I'll find little things that do certain parts of what I wanted to do. A lot of those little programs, they have their own proprietary languages. I'll just learn that language to do what I need to do, and to get it to work with other programs that are like based on the same thing. Like, oh, this does X, Y, Z of what I want to do. Here's the language for it. I just learned the language. I don't know if some stuff is C++ or Python or whatever. I didn't go to school for coding, so I'm not like in that coding life where I could talk code with you. I just know how to code to get the end result that I want.
There you go. Any tips on how to work with serious artists? Same thing, guys. Add value. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, and I get everybody wants to. That's a lot of people's key goal, but you got to understand that it's no shortcut to doing any of this. Really, the thing is, you really just have to put in the work. You really just got to make a bunch of fucking beats. You got to email. It's a lottery, but you got to increase your own chances, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And like we say, you have to approach people respectively and strategically, through DMs or whatever. But the other half of that a lot of people tend to gloss over is make a name for yourself. Assume that nobody's going to save you, nobody's going to sign you. What would you do then? That's what you should do. In addition to reaching out to people, via email or DM or whatever.
Yeah, it's no, and in your career, I don't think it's going to be anybody that just magically says, yo, you're great, you're going to be successful, and it just works like that.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that it works like that for.
I mean, does it happen? Maybe every now and then, but that's not the main thing. It's like, the question is similar to, how do I get into the NBA? How many people do you know that actually make it to the NBA?
Right.
And it was hard work, dedication. You got to beat the odds. You just got to do the most. You got to be doing more than everybody else. You got to be doing better than everybody else to increase your odds. I
was reading something. What was I reading? I think it was in Dope This Week. I put it in there. It's an article about Soundwave, Kendrick's producer. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about sleeping in the studio and all that. And he says, you have to make them come to you. You have to make them want you. So exactly. you have to build your own kind of brand. You have to build something to make people want to reach out to you. If your product is good, people are going to buy it. Right. But again, if your product is not good, or it's, again, and a lot of times with music, I think what people do is they're trying to sell like if you're trying to sell like soft drinks, you got a new soft drink, you're going to have a hard time because it's Coca-Cola, it's Pepsi. Right. You got to do something different to really get seen in that. And if you got a different kind of soda, your shit is super popping. Yeah, you gonna win. Yeah, that's the thing. And you gotta. Damn, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you gotta get people to mess with you. It's a lot of times that I might have contacted somebody, and I'm like, I got beat, so I want to work with you or whatever. If I didn't do anything to get my own name up, the person would be like, yo, who the hell, whatever. But then they look and they're like, oh shit, I heard of you before through this person or that person, and then they go check you out. But if you just Joe Smo, the likelihood of them checking you out is very slim, because a lot of people contact people, and in the back of their mind, you could tell they're thinking they're the only person that did this today. Right. 100 people email this person every day. Man. Every day. But you're like, yeah, man, he never hit me back, or I hit him up. Your email probably looked like everybody else. Exactly. The name wasn't recognizable. You was like, yo, what's up? I got beats. Check me out. And you put a SoundCloud link in there. That person got that 100 times that day. They're not going to listen to your music. But now if they recognize your name, or something like that, or somebody else is in the room and they're like, oh, I heard of him. Changes the story. Yeah, that changes everything. Then they're like, okay, you showed why you're worth me checking out. Because people can't check out everybody that says check me out. There's 100 people a day. Your whole life would just be checking SoundCloud links, and 99% of them will be trash. To me, it blows my mind too, because people hate spam. I know if somebody send me spam shit, I'm like, yo, block, ignore, you know what I mean? Right. But then people go out and spam everybody else, and they don't even think of it like, yo, you're spamming these people. These people don't know you. Yep. You're cold selling somebody. Yeah. And if you don't know how to do it, right, you shouldn't be doing it and saying, yo, I'm dope, yo, check me out. It's the stupidest thing. I hate when people do it, dog. It's so annoying. It is annoying. And then they do the group thing where they put every producer they like, and then they put a SoundCloud link. I block you off of that. If you don't get your ass out of here with that, goddamn Spammy Sosa. Spammy Sosa. You killing it with that one. Spamming it up. With his new hit, I like Little Spammy. I like the way you look at me. Hold on, I'm gonna leave you for a minute because I'm looking at these comments and my shirt is killing it. I'm gonna change shirts real quick. Okay. Question, Sound Oracle: do you follow certain steps when you create your drum kits? Yeah, I got certain things that I normally do, but it's an evolving process because I always say like, all right, this is the formula. I'm gonna do this, what I did last time, but when I start, I always like change it up somehow or do something different or rework it. Like I don't just follow the same
pattern. In my mind, I want to, but I just always end up changing it up.
There you go. This contest has been a never-ending workout.
Hey, that's because Jack Sway in that gym.
Hey.
Every time I look up, Jack Sway on my phone.
Posting up.
Yeah, he is.
What do you think about the Akai Movie X? Or maybe NPCX?
Oh, NPCX. What's that though? Oh, the big one? It's dope. From what I've seen, it's super dope. It's very dope, actually. So, I might get one day. Just because this joint is the wrong color. Really, that's what it is. This joint is just the wrong color, this setup. But, I'm not as excited about the new NPCs. And this is the first time in my life I haven't been excited about a new NPC, like, since I was a teenager.
Right.
I've always got the new ones when I could and all that. But this time, I'm just like, I think I'm at a different stage in my life. Not that it's not dope, but I'm not running out to trip over my feet to go buy one.
Makes sense. Does age matter as far as the physical brain for a producer?
No. I don't think so. I'm not old enough to have mental decline at this point, but I think it's like anything else, as long as you work it out. Like, I solve problems all day. I do analytical things all day, so no. I think age doesn't matter, but the amount of, what's the technical term? Brain shit that you do.
It's very technical.
That's really what matters. Because if every day you do calculus until you're 70 years old, you're gonna be good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I say too, the age doesn't matter, but you have to be part of the culture. Don't be 55 trying to make little Uzi beats and you don't really, you're not in that.
You don't understand.
Yeah, because then you're going to look real crazy because you're not going to understand the nuances of that kind of music. You actually have to be in the culture of what you're trying to make. Right. So I say if it's a genuine thing to you, no, you can be 60 and make shit. Mike Dean, we talk about it all the time. Mike Dean is old, not old, but he's older. He's old, you know what I mean? Been in the game for a minute and he killing it. Kanye, Travis Scott.
Yeah. As long as you in touch with the culture and you know your shit as a producer, I don't think age matters.
Right. How do you create more bounce / movement in tracks, and is it important? DJ Salt.
I don't know if that's a joke question or a real question, because you notice the Oracle percussion loops that I just put out.
Right.
The brief description of it is unique rhythmic and percussion loops to add bounce and movement to your track, to your music. That is the literal description of the joint. So, percussion loops.
Yeah.
Like, I'll use just rhythmic elements with swing. That way you can quantize your kick and your snare, and they can be as rigid as they want to be. It's just all the stuff in the middle. Got so much movement and bounce to it.
And it's super important because, I mean, most time when you make music, it's to make people feel some kind of way or dance. So, you got to have a bounce.
Yeah, people, when it's like just super stiff, that those are people you're going to have on the dance floor. Just doing a robot.
Prep work. I like that. Could you go into detail about layering to make it sound like one sound? So I guess layering sounds. How do you make it sound like one?
It, like most stuff, it really depends on the sound. Like it depends on what type of sound it is. Are you talking about drums? Are you talking about synths? Are you talking about ambient noise? Because there are different ways to layer those, but it really comes down to what sounds the best. At the end of the day, damn the directions. It's about what sounds the best. It's like I could tell you, stack 2 of these with 3 of these and make this clip blue and it'll sound good.
Right.
But it's just
your ears.
You have to trust.
Right.
You have to develop an instinct as a producer where you trust your gut. That's just really what it is. Just don't OD. As far as layering, man, just don't OD. You'll know what sounds good. I say do one thing, hear how it sounds, do something else. Did it sound better the first way or the second way?
There you go.
And then just keep doing that. It's like being at the eye doctor. What looks better, 1 or 2? You're like, let me see 1 again. Let me see 2 again. Okay, I think I like 2.
Right.
Now you know that whatever you did to get 2, that's kind of your lane for this.
Right.
It's like that.
Triz La Oracle, how long did it take for you to get your first placement?
You want to start this one?
Well, I think my situation is weird because I started making beats when I was like 14, playing around. I think me and my brother got our first one probably like I was 15 with Dipset, SAS, and like all of them. Then we did stuff for like Young B. But those, in hindsight, they were placements, but they're not really placements. They were like milestones because I was in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, oh, this is cool, but they weren't big things,
like big placements.
Yeah, and I mean, and we were just doing it for fun. It wasn't like a working in the industry kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't really start working in the industry until 07 maybe, 08 around that, and shit. I didn't get my first real placement till 2011.
See, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real. For me, it took me a long time. Mm-hmm. I think I got my first, like I said, I had joints like you, like I did a Lil Wayne joint. I had a Dragon joint. Mm-hmm. But I think my first real placement that I would be proud of might not have been until 2008, 8 or 9 that I think is really like industry worthy. So yeah, it took me forever to get my first placement.
What do you listen to for inspiration? Jazz, funk, old school, classic albums, favorite albums?
I listen to all of the above, actually. I listen to a lot of Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy, baby. Yeah.
Dan, what are you doing, baby? Yeah, I listen to a lot of Bootsy Collins and just weird movie stuff.
Yeah. I think I listen to everything except for like rap and R&B. I think
I'm just those are never in the mix for inspiration.
Because when I DJ, it's certain songs I could go my whole life without hearing. Usher, I don't want to hear that song ever again in life. VIC Wobble, never again in life.
You were in the video. Shout out to Triz for being in the Wobble video.
Yeah, man. I don't never want to hear that song again. So I listen to like progressive house, deep house. I'm super into like ballet funk. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what we on. Triz, maybe you should make a banner that says add value. That is true.
I agree.
Do you use external conversions or do you just work with the one that comes with your interface? And what recording interface do you use?
I don't know about you. I don't use external converters. Yeah. I just use what comes on the interface. And I'm using a Focusrite, was it a 1820 or something like that?
Yeah, I use the Young Duet. Nothing too special. Nothing too crazy. Mm-hmm. When sending beats for people to check out, how long should the clip be? Should you send the whole beat or nah? How long are beats on the radio?
There you go. Just send the whole beat. Because here's the thing. They're not going to listen to the whole beat.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's, so you might as well have them turn it off versus it ending.
Right.
And I used to do that too. I used to do snippets and like 2-minute jumps or a minute long. Man, just put the beat on that jump. Because the worst thing that could happen is an artist want to cut to it. Yeah. And then you got this 45-second thing.
Right. And you got to add more work for the engineer because they're going to have to copy and paste and basically make an arrangement. So just send it how you want somebody to record on it. Mm.
The average person is going to listen to your beat for like 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm skimming through that mode, too.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to your intro. I ain't going to lie. If that don't come on and it's wrong, I'm like, next.
I listen to the intro when it drop. Then I skip a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Then when it gets to the hook part, if that ain't right, cool. I'm off.
If the intro too long, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please don't do that to yourself. This is a good question. How important is self-awareness in whatever you are doing, and how can you learn it, then use it to elevate?
Oh my God.
We were just kind of talking about something like this.
That's the best question I've heard in a long time.
That's a very good. Raghead, shout out to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, first of all, just talk about self-awareness for a minute. Like, that shit is so important. So many people out here are not self-aware at all. Like, have y'all ever heard somebody, like, you might have a homeboy or something, and he like, yo, listen to my music, and he plays the music, and you're like, what the hell is this? Not like it's different, but it's just bad. Like, it's just flat out bad. In your mind, you're like, how do you not hear that your 808 is not in tune with your sample?
Right.
And all types of stuff happening. Self-awareness is key. If you don't know who you are and have a really honest image of yourself, you will never, ever elevate. Because self-awareness lets you know your strengths and your weaknesses. Mm-hmm. And everybody's out here like they full of strengths. and they really just flashing weaknesses to
the
everybody.
whole time.
Yeah, like be honest with yourself. Like really be honest with yourself. But you kind of answered your own second part of the question with how can you use that to elevate. Honestly, once you have self-awareness and you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, you know what you're good at, you'll automatically operate from there. Because if you're like, yo, I'm terrible at this, you're not gonna post that on Instagram every day.
Right.
That's something that you are super terrible at. You're gonna post what you're good at. Self-awareness is, it's everything, man. It's everything.
My thing is like, you have to be open enough to take criticism, but you have to be smart enough to know not to take criticism from everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like a balance, but at some point you got. That's why I get so upset when people be like, "Yo, I'm the hardest." So you saying you better than Kanye? You saying you better than Metro? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you are, then you need to go prove it to the world. But just saying that you're this,
Right.
9 times out of 10, I just assume that you suck, because most of the people who are that good don't carry themselves around like that. Most of the people who are great are very like, oh, cool, this is my music, check it out. If you fuck with it, that's
Great point.
People, you know what I'm saying? People are open to ideas and I think you should do this. Man, people all the time like, yo, man, maybe you should try this. This might make it better. Cool. You know what I mean? Depending on who tell it to me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so it
listen.
always counts.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try it. At least give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never to a point where I'm not open for a suggestion.
Right.
And I think that's the key.
Well, yeah. A lot of this shit, when it comes to self-awareness, you have to realize too when you don't have something.
Right.
Like if I was to go out this joint and I'm like, yo, I want to be in the NBA. I'm never going to be in the NBA.
Yeah, I might be
for various reasons.
Right. I might could be the guy that sweep the floor. You know, after they fall or something, they got to come sweep the floor real quick.
Right.
I can do that.
I'm like, yo, the natural talent and all a host of other things. I'm self-aware to those things. And I'm like, yo, that's not for me. I'm not good at that. Some people have it when it comes to certain shit, and some people don't. Like your boy Gary Vee said, a lot of shit is hereditary. Mm-hmm. Some people are made for it, some people aren't. And part of self-awareness is to know when some shit is just not for you. I've tried plenty of things in my life that were just not for me. I was not good at them. And some things I could never be as good as I needed to be at them. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I was self-aware, you know?
And even if it's something that you're not good at, you have to be aware enough to know if you're not good at it, what work is going to take to get good at it.
Right.
Because, like,
or if there's any.
Yeah, because I feel like when it comes to making music, at the beginning, I was really bad, dog. Me going back, I understood it and I got the concept, but my execution was not good. But I stayed humble. I interned. I worked at studios. I made myself get around people who are better than me.
Let me ask you, at that time, when you weren't good, did you know yourself?
Oh, yeah. I hated it. I hated everything. I was like, yo, this shit ain't right. In my head, I knew it wasn't right, and I think that's what made me figure it out, because I knew it's like, oh, my mixing isn't, my drums don't sound like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When I first met you, you was analyzing yourself when I first met you, and that's how we even met.
I remember that day, because I was using Battery 3, and I was playing some drums. My shit was like, boop, 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 and you came over here, you was like, yeah, this is like kick. I was like, oh shit! All right, I gotta step my shit up.
But see, it's self-awareness, man. That's the thing. That's a great question. Man. That was a super great question.
Illy Bishop, can't stay on for long, but I just got your percussion loops and Inferno kit. That shit is fuego!
Illy! Yo, I appreciate you, man. Yo, Illy Bishop is a G with beats too, so I appreciate it, man, for sure.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Appreciate it.
Same to you.
Exactly. I don't do trap at 50. I'm trying to Quincy Jones the joint. There you go.
There you go.
You gotta do what's true to you. Can't be out here trying to do country songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't your vibe.
True. Man, self-awareness. Whoa.
Is there anything outside of music that helps your workflow? Yes, I have it sounds weird. Not a journal, but I guess it is a journal, productivity journal.
Oh, that's dope.
But yeah, I have to write my stuff out, because if not, even music-wise, like what I got to get done, to me, I feel much better, get much more stuff in line.
That's dope. Cute.
DJ Lucky Lefty, no thanks.
Man, I want to read that. I know he said something about it. We'll talk about it later.
He was Spammy Davis.
Spammy Davis Jr.
I want to recognize the hustle that people are putting into the beat contest. I'm hearing 12 beats a day, 6, 5, and 1. That's a hustle.
It is a hustle. And the thing is, like I said, it's great for the contest and it's cool. I'm so happy that people are submitting so many beats on a daily basis, but it's like, this is all just to get you to develop that habit. So when the contest is over, you already know you can make 5, 6 beats a day if you really had to, and just getting the habit of like stepping your shit up. Just let this contest be like training to develop your producer muscles.
You're right. What is frequency separation?
I think my answer is about to be real ignorant.
Go ahead. I like ignorant answers.
Separating frequencies. Like, I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, is he speaking from a technique standpoint or what? I mean, frequency separation to me is like, yo, my kick and my bass and stuff live down here, I guess, for the camera, down here, and then I got my low mids here. Right. Might be some percussion and whatever my mids are, and then my highs. When it comes to frequency separation, you know.
How do you use your phone to increase your productivity, like apps?
Oh man,
another good question. Rackhead, you popping today, man?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I might have talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, it's good. You can use your phone for anything from productivity apps to just organizational apps. My approach to that, and my approach to just about anything in life is like, what do I need right now? What do I need to manage? What do I need to be better at? Then I look for the apps around that. I don't just be like, yo, what's some good apps? You know what I mean? Like, figure out what you need, have a vision first. But it's a ton of apps out there. Yeah.
I think the key thing is really putting it in your system. Because even me personally, I probably have most of my iPhone apps, I only use probably 10. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, the rest of them are just there because I just seen them and I downloaded them. Once. So yeah, just find something that, like Oracle was saying, that is part of what you need. Like Evernote. Evernote is one of the things that's like a game changer for me because it's Notepad, but it's everywhere.
It's Notepad on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I use that like all day, every day. Mm-hmm. How do you manage stress or stressful situations?
Sleep on it.
There you go.
I just use logic for a lot of things that might be an emotional response. I try not to be emotional at all, especially when making a decision. So logic is my best friend.
Do you guys experiment with different beat counts? For example, 4/4 is default, but I've seen people use 5/8.
Yeah, not often, but yeah, every now.
Yeah.
I think I got some on my Instagram page. I posted maybe months ago. Honestly, probably last year. But it was like 3/4, 6/8, same thing, same ratio. But yeah, every now and again I'll do that, or I'll have a 3-bar loop or 5-bar loop or something like that. It's rare though. It's not like every day I'm sitting down like, let me do this 7/16 joint.
I just hate formatting. When you change the time signature, that formatting be so weird. I'm so used to 4/4, I'll be like, oh God.
Right. Only reason I work in 6/8 or 3/4 is because I count it like 4/4.
Right.
I count it like dumb slow. Like what?
Oh, okay, right.
Like it'd be super slow. So yeah.
Have you guys ever tried to meditate or tried meditation, and did that increase your productivity and creativity?
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I meditate all the time. I grew up in a very like martial arts based family.
That's right, very zen.
Yeah, so all the time, and it definitely helps.
Yeah, it's dope. I do it too. I had to learn, and I think I learned this from Tim Ferriss, that it's different types of meditation. Like there's traditional meditation, there's various forms of that, but some things that you do personally are meditation for you. So I'll just have some personal rituals. I'll sit and do. Whether it's just sitting quietly or whatever it is, but it helps me in my productivity because it clears my mind of a whole bunch of chatter. Basically.
There you go. Big Low says, Triz or Oracle, good job on the newest YouTube upload. That episode is funny.
Hey, that's what's up.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Add reverb for 808s and kick, or it all depends.
You already know. It all depends. Reverb on 8s is tricky.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it before and it worked out well, but it's not a common thing.
Yeah, I try to stay away from it.
I never do it, but I've seen it work.
Because when I think of reverb, I think wide. I think
yeah, and when
reflection. And when I think of 808s, I think middle, mono, straight down. So yeah, I try to stay away from it. But I mean, it's been times where it works, but not a lot.
Yeah,
it's one of them things you just gotta really listen and try different shit.
Super true. Super true.
Ace Nito says, Triz, I've been using those 808s from Subculture. Fire. Appreciate it, man.
That misled 808, I'm trying to tell y'all that misled 808. Man, the truth. Truth in the booth.
Mr. Rug Spot at SL, that's your dude? Yeah, I used to actually DJ at that club every Wednesday for a while.
Dope. That's super dope.
Any update on the vintage drum kit you got coming up? Maybe you could tell us a couple of the machines used.
There's no update right now, but it is coming. It is coming.
Trezor Oracle, are digital consoles a thing of the past? If you're just making beats, or is that analog warmth critical?
Well, it's funny you said digital consoles and then you said analog warmth.
Yeah,
but I get what you're saying. Yeah, to me, I love the analog warmth. Now, will I say everybody needs that? No, it's not necessary. It just for me, but I don't even have a board. I just get it from other analog sources or analog gear. It doesn't necessarily have to come from a board. But if you got an analog board, I highly suggest using it.
Let's see. Do you run your sounds through a tube amp for warmth?
No. Tape.
Yeah,
tape. Can you show the people the good tape over there? Tape City.
How long is good for an intro to not be long when sending? I mean, it's one of them things, guys. It's not an exact science for any of this stuff. Sometimes an 8-bar intro might be good. You just have to make it interesting. That's the thing. It's like, if you just got a loop, of course it's gonna get boring. So it's up to you what you put in it and how you build it up and take it down. There's no science to like a 2-bar intro and then go into the beat and do that, because then your stuff is gonna sound kind of repetitive after a while.
You know, you're right. I used to when I like in my MPC days, I was known for the intros to my beats, but they were always like super intricate and they were very interesting. They were long as hell, but it held people's attention. Mm-hmm. And then the beat would come in and would just make the beat sound better because the intro was just so dope. But like you said, it just depends. It depends on what's your tempo. If your tempo is super slow, that 4 bars is going to seem very long.
Right.
Or how do you counter? You're a double time person, you're a half time person. 4 bars could be like this, or 4 bars could be like that, or 2 bars. You know what I mean? So, I think the point that I'm really trying to make is that this is not a science. It's a technical art. You know what I mean? Like, it's no do this, then follow this step, and then that's the formula for arrangement. Like, no, it's an art. It's more art than technical.
Right.
But people are getting hung up on the technical aspects of this. Remember, you are creating art. The more technical you get with this, the less artistic it becomes.
There you go. Trezor, when is your new kit coming?
Yeah, you just dropped one.
Man, I started working on the new one. Shout out to everybody who did the survey, man. I put out a little survey. Shout out to everybody who participated in that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, survey shouters.
That's super helpful. So yeah, I'm working on a couple. I got a collab kit with a few producers coming out. I got a kit on deck that I just had in the stash that may come out. I'm trying to figure out when that is.
Yeah.
And then working on the new one, which I think y'all really like. Oh, and then Mirror Uncle. We got a kit.
Yes, indeed. We do have a kit coming.
So yeah. We out here. We trapping.
Merry Kitsmas.
We trapping.
Hey.
How do you feel about dope beats and terrible lyrics?
I
try to avoid them if possible.
Yeah. It's like A good dish with bad seasoning, or something. I don't know.
It's like a cupcake with good icing, but the cake part is messed up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I just mess with the icing and I ignore the cake part. But I won't do this intentionally again. That's the thing too. Right. I'm like, yeah, that song, the beat is jamming, but them lyrics is
I'm cool.
Super terrible.
Triz, Sound Oracle. When you finish your beat, do you listen to it on different sound systems or not?
I do.
Yeah.
Definitely. You always gotta take a ride.
Also, do you prefer material made while in a fully present state, or edit and retouching in regards to full song projects? It's one of them things. It's sometimes it works in the full. Sometimes it works. Some songs I work on for a month. Some songs it takes me 5 minutes.
Right.
It just really. Which one do I prefer? I mean, I prefer the 5 minutes ones if I can have it.
Right.
Can y'all boys drop a jewel or two on sample manipulation aimed at the producer who can't play keys?
Yeah. Cause you're talking to one. I can play a little bit, but not enough. I ain't like the dude on the piano at Macy's that just be killing it. I'm not that guy at all. Yo, try everything and use every piece of equipment. That's and like a lot of things that I touched on today, have something in your mind. Like you might not know exactly what you want it to sound like, but just have something in your mind, like a goal to shoot towards.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yo, try everything. You can't play. You are limited. You have a handicap when it comes to your musicality. You got to flip that and turn that into an advantage, because through your limitations, you're going to come up with different ways and different methods that is going to make your shit not sound like everybody else's.
Exactly.
Shit. And that's all you got. That's why to this day I really don't know how to play. And I used to be mad about that because I used to collect records and never took piano lessons. But I realized I learned how to do things that other people don't do because of the limitations. So, yo, just try everything and embrace that limitation.
There you go. What are some practical and actionable steps to improve yourself as an individual every day? Good question. Right, hold on, man. Ragheads, you coming through with these questions today, man.
Yeah, man.
You doing your thing today.
Right. So to improve yourself, learn.
Yes, every day.
Learn. Yo, every day. It's not a day that goes by that we don't learn something new or find better ways to do things that we're already doing. That will always make you a better person. Find out what other people are doing, and then don't do that. Like, do something different. You know what I mean? Like that just elevates you to being a different person, a better person, because you have to figure things out.
Right. And I say too, and again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but learning is one thing. So you need to learn every day, but make sure you take a step towards it. Because too many people just learn and never do nothing. They're cool with just reading and hearing.
Right.
Like Gary Vee says, I don't want you to listen to me. At a certain point, we don't want you guys to be on here asking us for advice. We want y'all to be doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point, it has to become a separation of like, all right, you get it, and you're just doing so much action that you can't be on here. And if that's the case, we fuck with it. We get it because you out there prospering.
Right. That's the thing. And ask when you get stuck. Like some people, and I was going to talk about this later, but we might as well talk about it now. It's so much learning and so much advice going on right now that's all some people do is ask advice. They don't have, so everything they make, there's none of them in it. They don't have an original idea in nothing they're doing because they ask somebody else what they should do before every step. Remember, this is an art. You have to have some type of artistic integrity, and you have to know yourself as an artist. You'll never know yourself as an artist if you just constantly ask other people what you should do. So there'll be these people there's certain people that just ask and don't do anything.
Right.
It's like reading mad self-help books, but you never help yourself, ever. And don't ask every single thing. And if you are asking something simple, at least have tried it or tried both ways before you ask which way is better. Because what I'm going to end up doing is asking you, after you try both ways, assuming you did, which one felt better to you? And if you tell me you didn't try, you just asked, well then you're not really on your game.
There you go. I was asking how to find a BPM besides tapping tempo of the sample. Well, one is a lot of apps to do that. I done got to the point now I can kind of just eyeball it. I could just kind of like, oh yeah, that's 82. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
No, you DJ,
yeah, I'm pretty good. Like, oh yeah, that's like 82.5. That's about right. You know.
I'm assuming this is a DJ question. Because, when making music, you don't really find a tempo. It is what, unless you're talking about the tempo of a sample.
Yeah. I mean, you could get mixed in key.
You could get Ableton too.
Yeah.
You just set your loop up and it'll tell you what the tempo is.
That is very true.
And then you can just make it whatever tempo you want. Hey.
Okay, cool. Different mics for the podcast format. The levels aren't all over the place. We'll get there, man.
Yeah.
I'm still... The podcast was late because I had to edit it. I had a crazy week. I was like, man. And then it crashed on me. I edited the whole thing, bro. It crashed, and then it wouldn't pull back up. So I'm like, I got to edit this whole thing. And then I finally figured it out.
Yeah, I seen your text. I didn't get that joint till this morning. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. But yeah, one step at a time. We'll get there.
Yep.
Appreciate you listening, though. Would you rather do a few things at a 9 or a 10 or knock out 15 to 20 things at a 4 to 10? You already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, exactly. The former.
Yeah. Young Stoney, what up?
Stone.
Everybody, if you don't already know, please go follow Young Stoney.
Yo, Young Stoney is the queen of all things production.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, Stoney know Machine, MPC, Pro Tools,
Man.
just push everything.
I don't think she used Reason.
Nah, but she knows Reason though.
Yeah,
she knows
sure.
Reason.
Stoney know everything.
Stoney know everything.
I love to watch a live jam session. Maybe happen one day.
Right. And if you check out some of the Instagram clips we got, those are really live jam sessions right there. Like a minute worth.
Valentin does have an auto bomb BPM finder when you drag a song in. Okay. Cool. How do you eliminate fear?
Damn. I think... Are you reading these questions from someone?
Yeah, I feel like this is like, what key questions did you ask? These are good questions.
Yeah. Just know that shit is not real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I ever feel a feeling of fear, I'll just be like, it's not fear. I'm interpreting it as something else. Something is about to change. And with change comes progress most of the time. So I'll just embrace the feeling. Like, I remember before I came to Atlanta, I was fearful of moving. Like, I might not make it or whatever. But I'm like, this is not fear. This is me excited about what could possibly happen if I go down there and I put my best foot forward. And then that feeling of fear turned into a feeling of anticipation and a feeling of determination. So, you might have it, but it's all perspective.
Right.
It's just how you see things. It'll be the same feeling, but how you see it makes all the difference in the world.
And I say, just think about what you're going to miss out on. If you don't do it, what's the results? And if you do it, what's the results? And then you kind of look at it like that.
Yeah. Fear is not real. You posted something about that this week.
I did. Will Smith.
Yep.
Young Will Smith, the guy.
Fear is not real.
Kind of feel, because I'm focused on the business plan, not being creative. I don't think nothing's wrong with that, actually.
No, it's not. Just don't plan too long.
Yeah, it's just got to be a mix of everything. You kind of got to do both.
How long have you been doing a business plan?
Yeah.
Because you need to start taking some action sooner or later, because that plan might change based on the action you take.
And that's the thing. Most of the time when you make a business plan or you have a plan, it's not going to be, 9 times out of 10, none of the stuff is going to happen like how you plan it.
Right.
But at least it gives you a goal to reach towards.
Yeah,
and then you make adjustments towards.
Like we did this joint.
Man.
We had no business plan. We just got on here like, yo, what should we name this, guys? And what should we do? And what should we talk about? There was no plan. It was just action.
Right.
And then what we got back just dictated what happened.
There we go. Zaytoven said in an interview that he kept his 9 to 5 as a barber while playing for churches. When do producers know when it's time to quit their 9 to 5? DJ Premier worked in a warehouse after Gangstar's first album. I say quit when you're comfortable and you have. The thing with music is it's super unreliable. Just because you got one placement don't mean you paid. Just because you got 2 placements don't mean you're paid.
Not at all.
shit, what's gonna happen after that? You know what I mean? I know the next couple placements I got coming out. I think I know a couple that may come out, but it's still a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that they're gonna come out.
Right.
I have no idea when they're gonna come out.
That's the thing. Like, I quit 9 to 5. I don't know. I quit my 9 to 5. I was totally not ready though.
Right.
And that's the thing. It depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to wait till you're comfortable and then do it, or you want to just take the leap of faith? I took a leap of faith. I quit the hell out of that job in the most gangster way possible.
I quit.
Right. And then immediately got on the train, went to New York, and got a deal and all that. I was the man. That shit fell through. After that, I was broke for a long time.
Right.
So I jumped out there. I took the leap of faith. I won. Then I lost. Then I won again because I took another leap of faith. Now, if I'd have waited until I was ready, I might not have ever left. Or I could have left and been in a better situation.
Right.
You know, it really just depends.
It's one of the things. It's kind of like when people say, "Oh, I want a manager." Do you have anything that's worth managing? You know what I mean? And when you say, should you quit your job, are you making enough income to supplement your lifestyle off of producing?
And what kind of money do you think comes with production? How often do you think you get paid?
Yeah, that's
These are things that people don't.
They don't ask. They just think, "Oh,
I got a placement."
Yeah, we owe.
First of all, you get a placement. Chances are it's not going to be with a major artist when you first quit your job. You might get paid, but it's not going to be enough to be like, we made it.
Right.
So, man, I don't know. If you can deal with you and your family not having, if you could take the L, you got to be, I was willing to take the L. I was by myself. I'm like, if this works, it works. If it don't work and I'm eating out of soup cans until I get back right, that's on me. I was willing to take the L. But now if you out here with a family and all that stuff, you might not be in that position to take the L. So just be smart and base it off of your own situation. Because you don't want to fuck somebody else's life up because you want your dream of being a producer. You know, you got to do it the right way.
Be realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, go for your goals, but at the same time, know that you're in a music music is not dependable at all.
Yeah.
And two, you gotta have a dependable life on certain stuff. Yeah. That rent is gonna come every month, regardless.
Stop, man. Look,
if Drake give you that check or not, regardless, that rent is coming.
I will say, if you choose to take the leap of faith and you don't know how you're gonna make it, and you got other people that depend on you, have that talk with them first. Yeah. Don't come home like, baby, guess what? I quit my job and I'm about to be the next whatever, because that talk's not gonna go over too well. Like you gotta. Just have that talk first and work it out. And, she might be down or he might be down or whoever might be down. And just know, even if they down, it sounds good. Chances are, within a very short period of time, they will not be down anymore. So, I will give you that, Jim.
Yeah. What is going on? My evil twin, Drizzler, has been revealed. And now everybody's talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a carnivore. What's the best way to get your first placement?
Work hard, man. Put yourself out there. Show people why they should mess with you. Show people why they should want your music. And you just got to be relentless and keep showing them and keep working hard.
What do you know about Gordon Gartrell? Hint, it's a Cosby Show.
Gartrell. That's the shirt when Vanessa made Theo the shirt. She made it herself. It's supposed to be a knockoff of this Gordon Gartrell. And that joint was like, the collar was like bad big on one side of it. Yeah, good old Gordon Gartrell.
You know my episode of the Cosby Show? I hate the Cosby Show for some reason.
Really?
I think it's because they show us so much and it's just everything's so perfect. I don't like that about it. I kind of like shows where stuff is kind of off.
I liked it when I was a kid and I didn't know any better.
Yeah, now it's kind of whack. But that one with Stevie Wonder, and then he had a sampler.
That was one of the first times.
Jamming on the
dog. Between Stevie Wonder and Ferris Bueller, I learned what a sampler was, and I was like, I gotta do that in my life forever.
I remember just being so amazed. Stevie Wonder sample, it's like jamming on the one, jamming on the. I was like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, this is before like. You could like pause it and rewind. Yeah. Yo, dog. They changed so many lives and got so many music people started back then.
Oh, but that one.
I was like, Mom, that's what I want to do.
She's like, yeah.
What's your favorite movie score producer?
Francois de Rubier.
You gotta go with young Hans Zimmer. You gotta throw him in there.
Hey, young Hansi.
Son Oracle, have not forgot about having my consultation with you and my bundle. I'm just doing things in order, but when I come to you, I will be ready.
Hey man, take your time. It's good to be ready.
You strictly on the MPC Akai or use machine at any time?
I don't think they saw the setup. Can you show them the setup?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All that.
all that.
All that. Ferris Bueller on the sampler.
Yep. Yo, my man hit the sneeze. I was like,
Oh. My curiosity on samples started with that song "Oh Yeah" by Yellow. Do I know that?
I don't know that song.
Yeah, I think I might be. Houston might put me on.
Oh, that was a Houston thing? Oh, yeah. Houston gonna know. Houston gonna know stuff that you don't know.
Yeah.
And that nobody in the world knows. He's a knowledgeable guy like that.
Oh Yeah by Yellow. Gotta check it out. Oh Yeah by Yellow. Oh Yeah by Yellow. Okay, cool. When mixing drums, should you just use the EQ, then compress, or just use a compressor? It's one of them things, guys.
What sounds best?
Yes, what sounds good?
Yeah, do you need to cut frequencies out of your drums? Do you need to boost something? Your snare's not cracking enough. You might need to boost somewhere up in there. Well, this gets back to what we were talking about. There's no formula. Like, you EQ like this and then you do it like this and it's going to always sound good. Certain things are going to need different techniques. Some things you might just need a compressor. Some things you're going to need an EQ and a compressor. Mm-hmm. Or EQ, a compressor, and an EQ. You know what I mean? So the thing is to learn these individual plugins and these individual techniques. So you have to know what you want the sound to do. And then you know the tools on how to make it work. That's what it is. It's not like, yo, just do this and do that, and you out of here.
There you go. Young Hans, yes, young Hans Zimmer. What do you...
Oh, Art of Noise.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What do you do with your older tracks that are not on the same level of production you make now? That's a good question.
Man, they chilling. They on zips in a shoebox. They're on CDs. They're on a computer. They just kind of chilling.
A lot of those be the stuff I submit for TV stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be the ones.
All my TV stuff is like bad old.
Because I feel like with TV stuff, they don't want which sounds crazy. They don't want the good stuff.
They don't want to. I think they don't want to detract from the actual thing that they're trying to sell you. So they just want something that's cool. Yeah.
I recently just did stuff. I can't say what it's for. We'll talk about it later. But they want very clear cut down the middle, unchanged, very generic pop stuff, and it's so hard for me to do it, dog. I'm like, oh god, I can't change nothing up.
Man, it's tough. It's tough. I hate when like TV stuff when they ask you to do stuff versus here's some stuff.
Right.
There you go.
Cut the mud. Yes. Cut the mud.
There you go.
Thank you for the extra inspiration and all the valuable tips and knowledge, Sound Oracle and Triz La. The topics on self-awareness, failing, constantly learning, and the music is still an art form. 100.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, good to know, getting all this, man. That's what we love, though. You all could take something from this and improve.
Just curious, who is your favorite rapper from this generation?
I don't know.
Donald Glover.
It's not a bad answer, actually.
Because to me, rap-wise, that has been the album I've been rocking with the most. Because of the internet, I still play that thing like it's brand new. I'm actually going to listen to it on the way out of here.
Man, hey, I listen to that good old Redbone, boy.
Man. Do artists still distribute CDs or is it mainly streaming? I think it's mainly streaming, but I think too it depends on what kind of music you make too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. If I see you in the streets with a CD,
oh yeah, I don't even got a CD player, bro.
That's the thing. Yo, the last time I was at a gas station, and dude tried to give me his mixed CD. I really sat. You know, usually I just don't care. I keep it moving. Like, no, I'm good, and I just keep it moving. I had to give him a whole lesson though. I'm like, dog, look at my car. You see a CD player in there? And he was like, yeah. I was like, fuck that.
Don't worry about it. No one listens.
It's one right there.
But the thing is, I didn't even realize I had a CD player in my car. But I'm like, nobody listens to CDs anymore. Yeah. Y'all heard the latest killer.
Yeah, no.
But I definitely was like, you know, CD, man, like.
Is that a JVC right there? Mind your business. Right. You're missing the point.
But yeah, it's just what it like, yo. You should understand the business that you're in. You know how people are consuming music now. You know good and well nobody but your aunt and your grandma got a CD player. You got to get on SoundCloud. You got to get... Because those same people, you always be like, yo, you on SoundCloud? Nah, I don't mess with that whole computer stuff. Get out.
Right.
You in the wrong business, dog. Straight up. I'm like, yo, you be on Google? Nah, I'm more of an encyclopedia guy. Get out of here.
You'd be like, yo, go look it up. And they just pull out their Britannicas.
Right. What's that? Volume 25?
L through M. Don't mind if I do.
Next to mooses comes music.
Yeah, let me open up my zoo books. Let me find this thing.
Zoo books.
Y'all know about them zoo books, boy.
God almighty. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Encyclopedia Britannica kept the bookshelf industry thriving forever.
Man. I used to read them joints. Just
Me
being
too.
bored.
I said, do them joints with homework, dog. Good God almighty.
You remember people used to come to your door and sell you encyclopedias?
What was that about? Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yep.
Bruh, Google done took them whole people. It's some old man. I had a good job. I used to sell encyclopedias.
Google killed encyclopedias. Google killed the library. They killed bad stuff.
Boy, took them out.
Quick.
What's your take on Funk Flex opening old wounds with the whole Pac and Big thing?
I saw that. I didn't understand why. Even if he was telling the truth and all that, I'm just like, why are we talking about this in 2017?
I'm not a fan of Funk Flex.
Too much, right?
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, some people just overdo it. Like, you seem like a caricature of your real self. Like, you don't brush your teeth like, yo, brushing my teeth, mad, crazy. Like,
Early.
Like, who are you as a person? I understand like, that's your on-air persona, but, like, who are you as a person?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just thought that whole thing, while it was enlightening, I just thought it was terrible timing. I'm like,
and it's like, that's like me and you arguing like, yo, bro, I think Christopher Columbus, dog, I think he broke his leg, dog. He really ain't do all this. Like, nobody cares.
That's what I'm looking like. What are you about to start promoting?
Yeah,
well, like,
of course.
Or what's going that you need this little bit of hype, so you're going to talk about something that happened for 12 years, I don't even know how long ago.
That nobody can prove anything different.
Yeah.
It's like, and what is it going to change knowing that?
Right, and why'd you wait all this time to say it?
Stupid.
It don't matter. But he dead, Big dead, everybody
Yeah,
dead.
like, yo, why are you talking about this,
Yo,
man?
he shot himself, son. I want to hear that bullshit. Like, yo, nobody's saying anything to you. Like, no one cares about that anymore. Like,
Sakina, I think to have 1,000 copy for promotional purposes. How about this? How about you make 250 flash drives
there you go.
for promotional purposes and give them to very select people? Probably cost about the same. I think that's a little more smart. That's just me though.
Yeah, because you're not throwing a flash drive away.
Oh yeah.
You hand me a CD, you might as well be like, yo, can you throw this away for me?
Oh no. If you give me a CD, it's going in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just like Oracle. Dog, you know the crazy thing? I have a CD player in my car. Until you said
Same thing, right?
Until you said I ain't got no CD. Oh, I do got one.
I don't have. Okay, well, yeah, but still, no, I ain't never used a CD player in my car.
No, I'm
Ever.
aux cord shorty. If it ain't Bluetooth, it's an aux cord shorty.
Go.
Yeah, I don't got a CD drive on my computer.
Me either. Now I have my old computer. I switched. This one ain't got no CD drive.
Man, yeah, get you some flash drives.
I was at A3C last year. Bam was just handing me so many CDs. I was just holding them, collecting them. By the end of the day, I just put them all on the windowsill. It was a big stack like this. And guess what I put them next to? 4 more stacks of big ass CDs like that. Because everybody's just like, I'm not taking it. So you kind of wasting your money with that, I think.
Yeah, try that though. I love this. Thanks for having a public-private group meeting. Hey, appreciate it.
No doubt.
Would love to see you and your sister battle.
Oh, talking about Stoney? Nah, we ain't do that. That's all crew love in here, man.
Just ordered a Behringer USB audio interface, 24-bit. I hope it supports Is that ASIO or is it like an actual word? I always never.
ASIO.
Okay, I always be one is like
ASIO?
ASIO?
I've heard people say that before. About
That's what confused me.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, ASIO.
So that you could do some live auto tune. Hey, you about to get his little yachty on. Go like Minnesota. Go like Minnesota.
What's that new jam called?
Oh God, I don't know. I want to forget it. I'm telling you, dog.
That joint's pretty bad. Yeah.
That joint had me like, oh man.
Yo, it's not for you. I'm like, yo, this right here. I think this is for anybody. But yeah, somebody love it.
You still have a MPC 2000 XL?
No, I have a more than that. I have an MPC 2000 regular. Yeah, no XL. I had an XL, but yeah, I got the regular book.
Triz, is getting like a Las Vegas residency the new thing for DJs? Hey,
yeah.
I'm trying to. Why you say that? I am trying to get in Las Vegas right now.
So let's see that question.
Nope. Yeah,
my man is about that life.
I am about that life, but it depends on what kind of DJ you are too. You know what I mean? Some people are top 40. I'm a top 40. I'm open format DJ.
Oh, that's all Vegas.
Yeah, that's Vegas.
You walk around and you outside and you like, for some reason, I had DJ mixing just like in the air. Like Vegas is all the top time. 40 music 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I do open format, top 40 shorty. You know what I mean?
Top 40 shorty. Put it on the shirt.
I think Sound Oracle and Triz La Packs added to Able 2 is all the sounds you need.
Hey, added to Able?
Oh, okay, I get it because that space and the period. Okay, yeah, all Sound Oracle and Triz La Packs added to Ableton is all the sounds you need. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it for sure.
Oracle smoothies be looking like his sound kits, mad flavors in it.
Yeah, I ain't lying. I be going hard with the different ingredients in the smoothies.
I think Street Shit would be the best host when Trezor leaves for a week.
I don't know.
Y'all trying to replace me? Am I supposed to feel some kind of way?
I don't know, man.
Is this what the CD player felt like? Shoe program, Pelican Bay.
Hey, what the hell y'all doing, man? It's my seat.
Man. Zoo Books was lit though, man. What y'all know about them Zoo Books?
Somebody know about them Zoo Books.
What y'all know? Hey Trezor, you said you used FL Studio before. I'm using it currently, and I want to start using another DAW. Thinking between MPC and Ableton, what made you switch from FL to Ableton? So I went from FL to Reason. Crazy enough, I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. It was a motif in there somewhere. It was an ASR 10 in there somewhere.
Hey.
From Reason, I went back to FL for a while. I forgot about that. I went back to FL when
What about Logic?
And then I went to Logic. And then I went to Ableton. So I kind of well versed. And I think my thing with Fruity Loops is the quantize is really weird for me. I don't really like the quantize of it.
What is it about the quantize? Because I've only used it for like 2 weeks, years ago.
To me, I ain't gonna front. To me, Logic has the best quantize of catching certain stuff of how I play it. But Ableton is very comparable for me.
Gotcha.
So that was a big thing. My Logic, I ain't gonna lie, I had a bootleg Logic. Somebody gave it to me off a flash drive. I had it for years. It didn't have none of the stock sounds. So all the years I had Logic, I didn't have no sounds. It was literally just like a couple megabytes little joint.
Right, yeah, you just had the program.
Yeah, just program. And I was running that joint. And it was just time for me to upgrade, man.
Dope.
I just wanted to have more accessibility, more features. To me, that's the difference. Ableton, you can map everything. You can change literally damn near everything in it. FL, you're kind of bound to certain stuff.
Like it is what it is.
Yeah. Oracle's Funk Flex impersonation. Drop that bomb!
Yo, I'm pressing my teeth, son. I'm getting the molars. Getting the molars.
Turn that bomb off.
Hey, I've never been excited about anything like that in my life, dog.
Yo, he'd be so upset.
Emotional about everything.
Y'all just killed a lot of people's dream with the CD thing.
Good.
Hey, man.
Good.
That is a
Keeping
fact.
trash cans lighter all across America is what we're doing.
Yo, because I bet you when CDs start popping, there was some dude like, yo, man, I'm about to make a bunch of tapes, dog. I'm about to hit the streets. Yo.
Cassette, sir? Cassette, madam? Cassette?
Nobody want to take my 8-track.
What's up?
Wait,
I'm out here with 12-inch vinyl, son.
yo, nobody want to get my 45. I don't know what's going on.
All about these CDs. That shit ain't gonna last.
It's about the Betamax.
Hey, remember that was a thing? Betamax versus VHS?
Oh, man.
Betamax actually seemed like a better alternative. I don't remember because I was young.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they seem smaller. VHS was big. I was like, yo, these are going to win. These are going to go away. VHS won. But I also thought mini disc was going to
I was about to say,
CD.
that was my dog.
Yo, mini disc?
Mini disc was the hardest joint out, bro.
Yo.
Woo!
Now that physical media is actually gone, I'm like, all right, maybe not. But
At the time,
I'm like, why are people still using CDs versus you can't scratch them. You can change the table of contents. You can record over them super easy. Like, they were way smaller.
no, I used to love the mini. I had a silver Sony mini disc joint that just popped out. You slipped them.
I had a black jump. Them jumps was mad expensive. I think I paid like $500.
Yeah, them just was taxing it. I came up on mine. Somebody had one. And they was broke or something. You know how people be trying to get off something.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
When it moves.
Boy, good old mini disc.
Oh man, I used to put all my beats on mini disc.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
If you could find a bunch of flash drives or micro SDs, but small ones like 1 gig, you could probably put your mixtape out for cheap. There you go. That's all you need.
Go.
Get that wholesale.
Yep.
How do you feel about Future Bass? Love it. Dope. I'm co-hosting. Done.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. Gotcha.
Hey, Houston pull up. Skirt, skirt. But just know, when I get back from LA, I need my job back. Yeah, I ain't about to take my job from you, man.
You used to go pull up at this show, co-host next show after that. I ain't even gonna be here. It's just gonna be Houston.
You're right. With the GoPro.
With the GoPro. Right.
Finger drumming. Killing it.
Welcome to the Houston Ableton show.
How did you get my sign in?
How did you get my sign in?
Much love, y'all. About to hit up the website for a consultation. Appreciate the wisdom.
No
hey,
doubt.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Logic all day, Triz. Why did you play yourself?
Stop it, Illy.
Yeah.
Ableton all day, man. Come on over.
It's so much stuff with Logic. I had so many issues with Logic. And it's so just... I don't know, man. It's something about Logic I don't like. To me, it's good if you're doing more R&B stuff, but for the stuff I'm trying to do, especially with the automation, Ableton's where it's at.
Yeah, I never got to use Logic, fortunately. But from what I hear, it's super dope. A lot of people I know use it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, thank you.
I used to want to put out a beat CD, but then I thought about the money I would have wasted. Thanks, Bandcamp. There you go. There you go. Man, it's crazy. I can't tell you the last time. I mean, I buy records. Like, I bought Oracle's, the Mary J. joint, because he's on. I only buy my friends' records.
That's the thing. Because now, like I said, everybody rents their music through a streaming service. It's just, I mean, it makes sense. It's easy like that. Some people like to own, like, physical copies of stuff, and I get it. But now, nah. No one likes to own CDs right now, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Vinyl, yes. Cassettes even, vintage. CDs, not old enough to be vintage.
Yeah.
And just straight trash right now.
And at least vinyl got character. I think it's cool to have, like I'm going to get a record player for my living room. Just so when people come over, it's cool just to have certain vinyl. You can put it on.
Yeah, and it sounds good.
Yeah. It's
got that vinyl sound.
Yeah, it's
CD's
the way.
Just
there.
It's regular. It's what it is, but it's a CD.
You get a scratch and it's like, holla back, holla back, holla back, holla back, holla back, holla back, holla back. And then you got to hit it. Holla back, yo. Woo, woo.
Here's the best piece of useless knowledge I can give today. To get the scratches out of a CD, use peanut butter. Peanut butter will take the scratches out of almost any CD.
Where were you 10 years ago?
I was telling people about peanut butter when I was in Baltimore.
10 years ago, that would have helped.
Yo, you take that peanut butter and get over there.
Don't get the crunchy, though. That might not work.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You're right. Yeah, some of the peanuts in there be having them diamond points on them.
Man.
Sure, making more scratches.